Welcome to example program. In this video we will see how we can write a simple C program to check whether a person is eligible for marriage or not. In India, if a male wants to get married, then his age needs to be greater than or equal to 21, and for female the age should be greater than or equal to 18 to get married. So we will be using this condition and we will construct the program. Here I have already written some code. I have included the stdio.h header file, and then we have the main function. Now inside this main function, first let us declare the variables that we are going to use. And this program will be like, first it will ask the user to enter sex. It will ask whether the user is male or female, and after that the program will ask the user to enter age. After that it will check whether the person is eligible for marriage or not, and it will display the result. So the first variable that we need here is for storing the sex of the user, whether the user is male or female. And here I'm going to take a character type variable and I'm going to call it as sex. And for this variable, if the user is male, then he is going to enter M. If the user is female, then she is going to enter F. And after that we need another variable for storing the age of the user, and I'm going to take integer type of variable and I'll call it as age. And after that we can ask the user to enter the sex. So I'm going to use the printf function, and here I'm going to say enter sex, and we will also display the options that the user has. The user can enter M or he can enter F. And after that we will use the scanf function and we will read that value entered by the user, and we will store that in this sex variable. So here it will be %C format specifier. That's because the variable is of type char, and we will store that value in this sex variable. So we need to provide the address of this variable. Okay. Now similarly we can ask the user to enter the age value, and we can store it in the age variable. So I'm going to copy and paste this code here, and I'm going to change this message to enter age, and here the format specifier will be %D, and we will store that value in this age variable. Now we know whether the user is male or female, and also we know the age of the user. Now we can check whether the user is eligible for marriage or not. If the user is male, then the age criteria is age should be greater than or equal to 21. If the user is female, then the age should be greater than or equal to 18. So now first what we do is we will check whether the user is male or female, and then we will write the age criteria separately. So if we check for whether the user is male or female first, then if we check for the age value, then we will be able to organize our program properly. So here we will use the if else conditional statement, and the first thing that we check here is whether this sex variable is containing a value which is equal to F. So here we are checking for the female first, or we will check whether the sex variable contains capital F. We will also check for the capital letter, just in case if the user chooses to enter capital F for female, then we will check for that also. If you're a beginner, then make a note of this double equal to sign in here. Double equal to is the comparison operator, and single equal to is the assignment operator. So here we are comparing by using this comparison operator. Okay. Now if the user is female, then we need to check whether the age value is greater than or equal to 18. If it is so, we will say eligible for marriage, else not eligible for marriage. So we will use the if else conditional statement again, and this time we will check whether the age variable is containing a value which is greater than or equal to 18 for female. In that case, we will simply display a message stating that you are eligible for marriage. So I'm going to say eligible for marriage, else it means that the user is not eligible for marriage. So I'm gonna copy this printf statement and I'm gonna paste it in here, and I'm gonna say not. Okay, so now here we have written the code for the females. First we are checking whether the user is female. If it is so, then we are checking the age value and we are displaying the message. Similarly, we have to do for the males. So here we will have the else if conditional statement, and this time we will check whether the sex variable contains the value which is for male. So for male, the variable should contain lowercase m or uppercase m. In that case, we can say that the user is male, and for male also we need to check for the age value and we have to display the message. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this code, I'm gonna paste it in here, and we just need to change the age value. So for female, the age should be greater than or equal to 18, and for male, age should be greater than or equal to 21. So now here in our program, we have checked whether the user is male or female, and we have displayed the appropriate message after checking the age value. Now, if the user is going to enter any character other than F or M, then we will have the else part in here, and we will display a simple message stating that we don't know. Okay, now here we have written this program. Let's run this code and let's see what happens. Enter sex, I'm gonna say M for male. Enter age, I'm gonna enter 28. It will say eligible for marriage. I'm gonna run it one more time. This time I'm gonna enter capital M for male. Enter age, I'm gonna say 21. It says eligible for marriage. I'm gonna run it one more time, and this is also for male, and I'm gonna enter the age as 20, and it says not eligible for marriage. Okay, now we will run this program again, and this time we will check for female. So I'm gonna enter lowercase f, enter age, I'm gonna say 24. It says eligible for marriage. I'm gonna run it again. This time I'm gonna enter capital F, enter age, I'm gonna say 18. It says eligible for marriage. Run it one more time, again for female, and this time I'm gonna enter 17, and it will say not eligible for marriage. Let's run it one more time. This time instead of this M or F, I'm gonna enter A. It will ask for the age value. I'm gonna say 20, and it says we don't know. So our program is working perfectly. Now if we look at this code, then we are repeating this part of checking the age value and displaying the message for male and female. So what we can do is we can write this code in a function, and we can call this function whenever we need it. So the advantage of that will be we don't have to repeat the code. So I'm going to define a function here in the beginning before the main function, and this function will not return any value, so it will be void type, and I'm going to call this function as check eligibility, and this function will take two parameters, age value and the age limit value, and then it will check for the age with the age limit, and it will display the appropriate message. So the parameters will be age and age limit, and here inside this function what we want to do, we want to check the age variable's value with whatever the age limit value, and we will display the result. So here we will check whether the age variable is containing a value which is greater than or equal to age limit. In that case, it will say eligible for marriage, else it will say not eligible for marriage. So now what we can do is we can call this function in our program, and here I'm going to remove the code which is for checking the age of the user for female, and I'm going to call the function that we have created right now, and the arguments that we have to pass are age value and then we have to pass in the age limit. For female, the age limit is 18, so we can specify that here. Similarly, for male also, we can call this function. So I'm going to remove this code which is for checking the age value for male, and here I'm going to call the function, and we will pass in age value and the age limit value, and this age limit now will be 21. So now if you look at this code, then we are not repeating anything. So the program looks much organized now, but I have made a mistake in here, and that is till now I was coding in Python, and that's why I forgot to mention the data type in here. So in C programming language, whenever we use a variable, we need to specify the data type. In Python, we don't have to do that. So here I forgot to mention the data type for this function parameters. I'm going to specify that one here. They will be of type integer. And now the code looks good. I'm going to save this program and I'm going to run it. I'm going to say male, age is 20, not eligible for marriage. Let's run it one more time. Female, age is 25, eligible for marriage. So our program is working properly now. So this is it guys for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then hit the like button. If you don't like it, then hit the dislike button. If you want to say something, then write that in the comment box. For more tutorials like this, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later in the next video.